Okay, hello and welcome to this first video where we're going to be talking about how you can maximize information resources for profit. And in this course, you're going to learn how you can take the resources that you already have, combine them with the information that is available on the internet, as well as the information that you're able to create in order to create a profitable leverage position for yourself and for your family if you have one. Now, what do we mean by maximizing resources? Well, we basically are talking about maximizing the resources that don't cost you anything. You might ask now, what are those? What are those assets that you have that don't cost you anything? Well, we're talking about knowledge. All of us have knowledge that we have or that we've gained that is peculiar or that is particular to us. In other words, certainly some of us go to some of the same schools, certainly some of us go to the same colleges or high schools, and many of us have probably taken the same textbook information and memorized it or learned it, but that does not necessarily translate into knowledge. Knowledge is how you apply what you've learned, and so all of us apply information differently. All of us learn differently. Some of us take the information that we've been given and we actually literally do something with it in order to learn, and that becomes knowledge in a way that other people don't have. Some of us take to actually studying something and actually presenting it for others to learn what it is that we have taken in or that we've studied diligently. And in that case, that knowledge is developed by studying. So in other words, we all have knowledge that that's information that we've developed in a way that's different from other people that we can bring to the table in order to maximize our resources and create the kind of information, again, that allows us to profit. All of us have skills. We all have something that we do that others can't necessarily do as well as we do. So in other words, these are things that we've worked on. These are things that we have worked to be the best at. These are areas that we have worked harder than other people in order to develop certain things that we can then bring to an information, either a product or service, that allows us to maximize the resource of skill. All of us have gifts and talents and abilities. It's almost as if there are certain things that we are hardwired for success in. And that hard wiring allows us to be, again, unique and different and to bring something to an information product or service that other people cannot bring. When we maximize that resource and we're able to use it in a way that allows us to profit from it, that is what we mean by maximizing of free resources. Again, all of us have relationships. Some of us have some of the same relationships, but all of us have relationships that, again, we can leverage them in order to profit, and then to do that in a way where everyone wins. And we've talked a little bit about information. All of us have access to information, but not all of us are interested in the same information. But that information is available for us to use in order to, again, put together those things, and we'll talk about this in a minute, put together those things that provide value for other people. So information is freely available by the internet, freely available in public libraries, or freely available in other places that allow us to use that information to make it understandable for others, and to even make it so that it's streamlined so that people can take the information that we're able to present, get only the information that they need in order to be successful, and this allows us to profit from information. So information is another resource. Now, what we're going to be talking about in this course are the different combinations of all of these resources that we bring to the table in order to create leverage for ourselves financially. Now, In this course, we're going to be talking about, of course, how you're going to be able to tap into some of your interests, your hobbies, and your passion in order to maximize those free resources for profit. We're going to be telling you how to find free resources. What we mean by that is that kind of information that's going to help us to put together something that's going to be of value to other people. And that's really going to be the theme of what we're going to be talking about through most of this course. You are going to need to be good at creating value for other people. Now, it's easy to find information. It's easy to put information on the internet. What's difficult is creating value for other people. If you can create value for other people, you will be able to see profit from combining all the resources we're going to be talking about. Because people are willing to pay you for things that they find valuable to their lives, and that's going to help them to improve, help them to correct deficiencies that they have, help them with fears that they have, help them with frustrations that they have, help them to get things that they aspire to do, help them to get things that they want. People are willing to pay you for the value of the information and knowledge and skills and gifts and talents and abilities that you can bring to them if you're able to do that. And we're going to be talking about that in this course. Now, we're also going to be talking about how you're going to take all of this and put it into action. It's very good, of course, to learn that you can profit from the information that you're able to produce, but it's another thing when you're able to take all of that information and all of those steps and all of the education that you're going to be receiving in this course and to actually put it into action and to do something with it toward attaining a profit. We're also going to show you how doing things this way, building yourself an information profit center, will allow you to maximize time. We're going to show you how being able to create a stream of income using the assets that you have, combining it into information, will allow you then to do it in such a way that you can have your business running or your profit center running while you're working on something else. We're going to be talking about how you can do that and maximize your time. And of course, any time that you're able to create multiple income streams and you don't have to physically be present at all of them in order for them to create income for you, well, this is called creating financial leverage. In other words, you are doing work one time to create a profit stream that's going to work for you and continue to provide income to you as you're going. And of course, lastly, we're going to be talking about how you can learn to repeat this process over and over again so that each time you set up a profit center, it builds to your actual profit. Some in the 1990s and early 2000s used to call this process creating virtual real estate because it works the same way. It provides income and cash flow to you while you are doing other things. It was popularized by calling it, or during the 90s and 2000s, as people began to call it passive income. So passive income is that income that you are able to put together or that you're able to create that gives you profit even while you're doing something else. In other words, that profit comes whether or not you're physically present or mentally present or actively working in the actual process. So I hope that you will enjoy this course. I believe that you will. Take the 10 steps, and my advice to you is while you're going through this information that you take the time to pause the videos and to actually take action on the things that you're being taught. To literally do those things so that by the time that you get to the end of the course, you'll be ready then to start acting on the information to create a real profit stream that works for you. Now, everyone's ability at doing this is different. So you shouldn't feel as if you are going through the course, and if you feel as if you're maybe working slower than someone else, well, that's okay, because everyone works at a different pace. The most important thing is putting the values in action as we have it here on this slide. So with that, thank you, and I will see you in the next video.